Good evening, all. Good evening, Shankar sir. Uh, shall we start?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, I was waiting that somebody tells me to start. We can start, right? I will share my presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, all the people present here. So today we will be discussing on criteria 3.
Recording in progress.
Somebody has to help me that my screen is being shared.
Yes, ma'am. Screen is shared.
I will make it, yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Today we are talking about criteria 3, research, innovation, and extension. There are 4 key indicators in this criteria 3. One is understanding concepts interlink with the criterias. You can see here the key indicators, that is resource mobilization for research, innovation ecosystem. I am coming from down to up, right? Resource mobilization, innovation ecosystem, research publications and awards, extension activities, and collaborations. These are the main aspects of criteria 3. If you go for split of these things, you can see on my right hand side that 3.1.1 ask about the grants received from government and non-government. Then 3.2, it asks about the ecosystem created at the institute for innovation and research. And then another sub question here is the total number of workshops related to innovation, that is research, IPR, and entrepreneurship. Then coming to us 3.3, where your number of papers by the teacher and number of books and chapters published by your teacher. In 3.4, it asks about the extension activities carried out by the institution, and then awards and recognition got for the institution for the extension activities or CSR activities, and then extension and outreach programs. Finally, it asks about the MOUs from corporate houses, institutions, and the industry, that is called functional MOUs. Now, coming to one by one question, which is here, what are the key aspects we should understand? That here, the first question is about your the grants you have received. These grants can be from the government. Now, what kind of documents you require to give here? One is the approval copy, which has come from, it can be from your university or any government agency through which your fund has been come. or any consultancies which you have done, your faculty would have been done with the private industries, like a small projects you have taken from the industry and you have completed that small project. Maybe it is for 5,000, 10,000, or 25,000, 50,000, whatever. That particular thing you are going to give a approval copy that this particular project has been approved for this institute. Along with that, a balance sheet where your income has been shown, where your income has been shown from the government or the non-government, which is coming from the industry, and it has been it's an inward of the amount which has come to your college, and the statement where this whatever the company you have or the agency you have mentioned, that agency's amount which has come, so that screenshot of that, or any bills which you have been used for during the completion of this particular project, that is a complete report of the project along with the financials you are going to provide here. In additional information, you are going to say that the institutional, there's an DVV Excel sheet which comes from the NAC that you are filling as per the data requires. Along with that, you are going to give the all these things you are going to put into after this. Okay. No, I want to go to birthday party. Go. I'm sorry. I'll get back. Yeah. Yes. So this is what is about the uh, total projects. Now, as per the benchmarks released by NAC, 15 lakhs out of 5 years is the maximum amount. So it can be the amount 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever. Total your 5 years amount should be 15 lakhs to score more as per the benchmark. It can be higher than that depending upon your projects. My slide is, yeah, yeah. Coming to this, an institution to create ecosystem for innovation to transfer the knowledge. The meaning here is what kind of an environment the institution is creating for the innovation or for the research. Do you have a research lab, or do you have a entrepreneurship cell? Do you have industry connect? Do you have a anything which is helping the students, like plagiarism software to or any help which for publication of the papers. So such kind of things which you are doing for your faculty or for your students, that is called the ecosystem you are creating for the purpose of brightening the minds or creating the research interest in your students and the faculties. That kind of thing, like you're conducting the events, ideathons, where your student can think out of the box and think about the future, how the things will be in coming days. For that, what research is required. So such kind of things, if you are doing in your institution, you have to write this in 500 words, and then you are going to give the whatever you have mentioned. For each thing you should have a document. If you are saying that yes, we are supporting the faculty for doing research, then how you are supporting the faculty to do the research. If you are saying that you are conducting the workshop seminars or you are conducting the events, then the reports of those events, all that says that you have that environment or the ecosystem you have created for this purpose. Coming towards the workshop seminars conducted, that is again a sub question. Here, at least a minimum 5 to 6 workshops related to, remember here the workshops should be related to only research, IPR, entrepreneurship. This can be done by collaborating with agencies, or you can do by yourself, where our topics should be research oriented. A topic should be like you're doing program to make the faculty understand what the IPR is, what the research is, what exactly entrepreneurship means. Here you are you should be very very clear that these workshops minimum you should conduct for 5 days, where the understanding here is when you do intellectual property rights workshop, in one day you will not understand anything. So you should have minimum of 5 days of the workshop where you are making the faculty and students clear that what exactly that topic means. And this should be related to your departments. If you are arts commerce college, then uh, IPRs happening in arts commerce, how the IPRs happens in arts commerce, such kind of things you have to. If you are a life science, then IPR related to life science, research related to life science, all these things has to be created. As I said, minimum 5 to 6 workshops of seminars or FDP programs of such kind will go for this particular question. It's an DVV and the report of each event or each FDP. As I said earlier also, every report should have the brochure, the communication, that is your circular or emails. Then you should have a complete report with the photographs, and the photographs should be tagged with the line, or it should have its suffix to show that what is happening in the photo. Then participants list, feedback. These are the things must for each report. And I said, for the documentation, you should see to it that your documents, your photographs should be very, very clear. Don't enlarge the photos. Don't keep the document without the alignment. Keep all the proper alignments and see to it that it looks good when you are submitting the report. Now, research papers per teacher, as this is open by benchmarks, also that the calculation says that 10 papers per teacher per year is must. And as I said, it is just you have to enter into a data sheet, the Excel which comes from the NAAC. And important thing here is you have two links to be added. One is your journal link and the second is your paper link. Here you should add a link in a way that in one particular click that has to open the paper in the journal, not in your website. This you remember. For example, if I have written one particular paper in Scopus, say Journal of Pharmaceutics is my journal. Now the link what you are providing, that link has to take me to the journal paper, right? And there is another column where main journal will open with that link. Now the idea of having these two links is when journal link opens, you can easily see that it is Scopus or it is Web of Science or it is UGC, which journal it is, along with its impact factor. It can be seen on that main page. Now the other link which is called as your paper link, where after opening the journal, where your volume will be open and in the volume your paper will be there. Once you open the paper and see the bar running with the link, that link you have to put where it takes directly to the paper through the journal with its volume. So these are the two links which is really, really important to give. This for this you are not going to put anything of these papers in your website. It comes directly from the Scopus Web of Science or UGC journal links. So every paper, all 5 years, every year, each paper has to be given link. Only then you are going to score here and see to it that every link is opening after adding into the DVV. Many a times it happens that we add the link. Once we save the data, when you click on the link will not be opening. So be sure, double check that every link is opening when you enter all the data of the papers. Coming to the next, it is books published. Here, the book whichever you are giving should have its ISBN number or ISSN number. Now, some of the things we publish in conferences also, conference proceedings having ISSN number. And the teachers will write the textbooks having ISBN number. There are journals which publish the chapters in their journals with uh, IOA number. So these are the things which go in this particular question. Here the document what you have to put is the main page of that book. And then if you open the book, there will be one particular page where ISBN will be mentioned. So that ISBN page and the content of that, if at all it is content page of that, these three things for each book you are going to make it as one PDF, seal signed by, digitally signed or seal signed by your principal or authenticated by the principal. Now, here, if at all your paper is in conference proceedings, then after ISBN number, the content page where your paper is been there, highlight that particular point, and then open the whole book where your abstract is there, that particular page. These are the documents you are going to take for each of the book or each of the paper, and then you are going to put into the as per the DVV, and everything has to be open on one click. For example, if you have said that Balronisa done this particular thing, and if I click on the thing that my book should open, creating this document, it is a self-linking you can do to open the document easily, and it makes easy for the NAC to understand wherever, whichever they want to see, they can open that click on one particular click. Now, coming towards extension activities, let us understand outreach program and extension program. Outreach program is something which, due to natural calamities, during natural calamities, if you are helping something towards that, if you are doing something towards that in the form of anything through your students, is called outreach programs. Extension is something you are doing to nearby your college or your adopted schools. Something you are doing, that events you are doing in those particular areas will be called as extension activities. Extension activities you can do with collaboration, like you can collaborate with hospitals, you can collaborate with government projects for government schools, and you can collaborate with some of the agencies also, NGOs, to develop something nearby. Such activities are called as extension activities. Again, remember, in the document you should have clear thing that circular, student list, report with the photographs, and all these things should be arranged properly, and then this has to be given in your website, and from the website you have to give the link. Here, expected as per the benchmark, these activities is greater than 40 out of 5 years for getting full marks. Now, awards and recognitions. Here, awards which has come for your institution. It is not for individual institution, where your college has been appreciated or your college has been awarded. For example, best NSS award, or for CSR activities, you have got some award from government or non-government agencies. These are the, now it has become a qualitative question where you are going to talk about what kind of awards you got and for what purpose you got, and your awards will be the supporting documents here. Coming to collaborative activities and functional MOUs. Here, MOU, first thing when you are doing an memorandum of understanding or memorandum of association with, you can do with college, you can do with NGO, you can do with industries, or you can do with any kind of an agency with which your college is been getting benefited, or the person who has done an MOU is benefited from you. You are benefited or they are benefited, right? Keeping this, you are doing MOU, and MOU should be in a legal paper. And here, what you mentioned, for example, you have done an MOU with one of the industry to provide an internships to the students. Say, example, I'm telling. If you have done an MOU with an industry to do the internships of the students. Functional MOU, how you say, is that in that company your student has to go for the internship, and the internship certificate of that student has to be attached along with that MOU. First you give MOU to show the functionality you are giving the internship. Now, I say that one MOU I have done where in the MOU I have mentioned, it has been mentioned that we will do internship, we will do industry visits, and also we will help in projects or consultancy. Say now this MOU has been done for 5 years. I have done this MOU in the year 1819. Now, what activity towards this MOU I have done in 1819? Say I have done internship. I have sent the students to that company for internships. Now that is your activity, and you say this MOU is functional in that year through this activity, and that is valid for next year in 1920. You have to do in 1920 some of the activity related to this MOU, and you have to mention that activity and the supporting document of that activity. I mean to say that one MOU, say in one column, if I am writing one MOU, on the other hand, I will write in 1920 against this MOU, I did this activity in 2021, against this MOU, I did this activity, like that. And supporting document of each activity. Like for internship, you are giving internship certificate. For industry visit, you are giving an industry visit report. And for other things, you are giving the other reports, whatever you have done. Likewise, number of MOUs, whatever you have done. For each MOU, you have to show that that MOU was active during that year through any specific activity as per that MOU. That is where you are going to score completely here in this particular question. Now I want to keep this open for discussion. I request Dipchandra to allow them to unmute and speak, clear their doubts.
Good evening, ma'am.
Madam, good
Yes.
evening, madam.
Can I speak, ma'am?
One by one. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. So my
Ask
question
one
is,
thing. If the faculty has received some kind of invite from any of the institutions to impart training in their institution, but the financials has been received by the faculty and not the college, then can we add such kind of trainings in consultancy?
No, it has to go through college.
Even, ma'am, won't it suffice if we have just the affiliation mentioned of that particular college?
Affiliation mention, I have not I'm not clear with your question. Pardon me, please.
Ma'am, my question is like XYZ of ABC College has received a consultancy training for a particular institution, and now the returns for that particular training has gone to the faculty and not the college. Then how can we add that in the consultancy of college? Can we do that?
How first of all, how do you prove that it is an consultancy between that college and your college?
Okay.
Do you have any kind of an approvals that your college is having an understanding with that college that their faculty will do the sessions or FDPs or any kind of thing for this much of amount?
Okay.
First thing is that if that is not there, and your faculty has gone and simply as a resource person, and they got the remuneration as per the resource person, then you cannot add. Either you
Okay.
should have an understanding between that college and your college, and then to some extent you can say that college amount has been gone to that faculty only, Instead, it has not come through college. Actually, there should be an understanding between your college and that college, and then the whatever the remuneration it is there, it has to come to your college account, and from the college account, it has to go to the faculty account.
Understood, ma'am. Ma'am, I
Yes.
have another question regarding publication of papers. Uh, there are lot of confusion about the fact that NAC only considers publication in UGC care journals and Scopus. Do we consider ABDC journals and
Yes,
peer reviewed journals also?
ABDC journals will be considered provided it is in the list of that Q1, Q2, Q3.
Okay.
There are journals which is just having the numbers clone journals, but they will not fall into that ABDC journals in that Q1, Q2, Q3 category. That will not be considered.
And what about peer reviewed journals, ma'am?
Peer reviewed journals, if it is in the list of ABDC, it will be considered. If it is not in ABDC, it will not be considered.
Ma'am, if the faculty is currently working in our college, but has publication of the earlier college or where the person was doing PhD, can this publication be considered as our institutional this?
No, in the publication, that faculty has to mention your college name. Only then it will be considered.
Thank you.
Can we sign MOU on our letterhead?
On the letterhead, now it has made a rule that it should be in the legal paper only, not on the letterhead.
Ma'am, both the parties has to sign the MOU or one
Yes.
party signature is enough?
No. Both the parties has to sign the MOU.
Ma'am,
Madam,
can you tell me
Madam,
what is
said
the
that
legal
minimum
paper for an
5 to
MOU?
6.
It is on a bond paper, like we will purchase, no, that online also we are purchasing. What is that? 100 rupees stamp paper.
Stamp paper.
Stamp paper.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stamp
okay,
paper.
ma'am. Thank
Ma'am,
you.
what is endowment? Endowment for this, what we can consider? Can we consider the Department of Biotechnology funds which we have received as endowment?
Yes, you can.
So what will be the documents required here, madam?
Like what is the copy you have got from that biotechnology department,
Okay.
that telling that you have been given this particular project for this period of time, for
Okay.
this purpose, that.
Okay.
And if at all any funds related to that, if it has come to your college account, that, or in the form of a check, if it has come, that check.
Yeah, and activities has to be showed here, whatever activities we have done under
Yes.
the scheme.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Madam, you said that only research related workshops will be considered. So in a medical college, subject specific CMEs are held. Can they be considered as workshops held for faculty development?
Subject specific.
Continuing medical education programs, like for the medical college, we we conduct workshops or seminars or conferences, like they are 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, whatever, depending on the duration of the workshop. So we consider that, can that be considered for faculty
Is
development?
that workshops are related to research? Is that workshops are related to intellectual property rights?
Ma'am, research means they are like they are showcasing the medical the patient related cases, and then they also guide us then how to write a paper, or how to publish our paper, or what is considered. I mean,
How to write research?
There is no direct lecture on how to write a research paper in that, but it is like it is the upliftment of the subject, like the updates of the subject. Suppose pediatrics, for example, gynecology. So it is like gynecology workshop or gynecology conference, something of that sort.
No. That is subject specific. See,
That will
how
not be
it should
considered.
be is gynecology, a workshop or a seminar on gynecological research for future.
Yeah. Okay.
like that it should be, or any
Research.
specific thing. So research.
Recent updates in gynecology will not be considered.
No.
Okay.
Ma'am,
That
collaboration.
is going to be your FPT, which will go for criteria 6.
Acha.
Here,
Collaboration can be considered under suppose we have done internship. Can we consider this without MOU for under collaboration? We have done the internships, we have done the placements and all, but we don't have MOU. So can we consider this under collaboration?
collaboration, how you will prove that it is collaborated? How do you prove that it is collaborated?
We are having letters.
Events?
We have letters.
What letters?
That we have asked for internship permission, that we'll send our students and all. And we have those letters. Communication is there, but only the thing
that is an communication. Any placement department will do that communication while sending them for the internships.
Yeah, but we don't have a special MOU as such.
You
madam.
should have special MOU.
So it will not be considered.
It will be considered in criteria 1 as an internship.
Okay.
See, in criteria 1, there is 1.3.1 where it asks about projects, internships, and all. This will considered there,
Okay.
but not in criteria 3.
Okay.
But not for your MOUs.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, our students are going for internships. So that means we should also prepare an MOU with all the small companies also where they go for internship. Is it like that, ma'am?
No, I am not telling that you have to do it. If you have, you can consider that here as an MOU. If you have done internship without MOU, it is not waste. That internship or internship certificate will go for criteria 1.3.1. There it will go. If you have a proper MOU with an industry, it comes here in criteria 3 too.
Ma'am, but smarter approach will be then where we send for internship, we also do an MOU with them. So then we can utilize in both the places here also and there also, ma'am.
Yes.
So we should make a standard sort of an MOU wherever our children, they find, like our BMS students, they find the internships. So we can also make them sign this MOU that you are taking our students for internship. So we can take advantage of this also and in the criteria 1 also. Am I right?
You are right. You are right. You can do that.
Hello, ma'am. था कि एक साल हेलो मैम
Under an MOU.
मैम कैन यू हियर मी हेलो यस मैम आपने बताया था कि एक साल में 10 सर्टिफिकेट्स होना चाहिए ईच फैकल्टी राइट
कौन सा सर्टिफिकेट्स
हाँ मैम आपने जैसे सेमिनार अच्छा रिसर्च पेपर ओके मैम तो मैम उसमें एक हमारे यहाँ फिजिकल फैकल्टी है फिजिकल ये से तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये हम लोग में ऐसा नहीं हो पाता है तो ये सभी के लिए मैंडेटरी है कि 10 रिसर्च पेपर साल में होना ही चाहिए
ऐसा नहीं है अभी ये देखो कैलकुलेशन कैसा है एसएसआर में कि अगर आपने एक साल में 50 पेपर्स दिए
हाँ
आपके पास 60 फैकल्टी है या फिर 70 फैकल्टी है
हाँ जी
ठीक है तो ये 50 पेपर्स डिवाइडेड बाय 70 फैकल्टी इनटू 100 ऐसे कैलकुलेट होता है तो इसके हिसाब से आपका जो भी नंबर आता
हमारा बीएड कॉलेज है 15+1 मैम 15 फैकल्टी + 1 प्रिंसिपल तो उसमें से 50 डिवाइडेड बाय 16 हो जाएगा और 15
हाँ
ओके तो फिजिकल एजुकेशन के जो टीचर है मैम उनके लिए भी वही पेपर का टॉपिक मैम ये बीएड से रिलेटेड होगा या फिर उनके सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड
नहीं कौन सा भी सब्जेक्ट रिलेट हो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है बीएड रिलेटेड ही करें
मैम रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी से होना चाहिए राइट
हाँ
ओके थैंक यू वेरी मच
The number of papers should be 10 per year.
See, the calculation says that 10 per faculty per year. That means after the calculation, like total number of papers published in that year divided by total number of faculty of that year into 100. How much you will get?
So the calculation has to be done year-wise. and not
Yes, yes.
means together with 5
No, no,
all
no. It
together of
is
5 years.
year wise, then average of that.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
madam. Hello, madam. Good evening, madam.
Good
मैम
evening.
इसी
Ma'am,
पॉइंट को
here
प्लीज
guest
रिपीट कर
faculty
दीजिएगा
also
एक बार
included
डिटेल
or
में
not?
Sir?
Ma'am, here guest faculty also included or not?
Guest faculty, if at all you are showing them as a guest faculty during your SSR,
Yes, ma'am.
then and they have to be listed in your faculty list, permanent faculty and guest faculty. If you are
Then we
showing,
can show their
yes,
journal
yes, yes,
publications. Yes, ma'am.
yes.
मैम
Good evening, madam.
the MOU is of 5 years, no? Should we have one activity per year?
For what?
If the MOU is of the duration of 5 years, so in that period, every year we have to have one activity of that particular institution or industry.
Yes, because you have to show that it is working, no, functional.
So
At
one
least
activity
you should have minimum one activity.
Okay, thank you.
Minimum.
Madam,
Can we have a MOU with the panchayat for the field study? And can
Yes,
it be
you
called
can.
also as a functional MOUs?
Yes, yes. You,
ma'am,
if you are
you said award for
MSW,
the institution. In that, individual awards will be considered. Like the faculty has received some individual awards.
faculty individual award will not be considered here because it is a award for the institution.
Okay.
Single faculty, this one will not be given.
Okay. And ma'am,
We have
program can be done online also.
in the journal abstract, if it comes, so that will come in the book section or in the research paper section.
Your question is not clear, ma'am. Your question is not clear. Your voice is actually voice is not clear.
Ma'am, you said about the conference proceedings in which there is a ISSN number.
Your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, in outreach program, can we include online education?
Online?
I mean, outreach program. Can we use online education as we had COVID?
Online education to whom?
To students.
Which students? Your college students?
College students.
Your college students?
Yes, ma'am.
How it can become an outreach if you are working for your own college?
Ma'am, as it is natural disaster like that.
No. It is like, say, if at all you have natural disaster means during COVID, I'll take an example of COVID only. During COVID, you have made your students sensitized in a way that your students went out of the box and they helped few people for food, or they collected money from the what I can say, the
Society, etc.
Society, etc., and given to the people who are admitted in hospital, or they have given vaccinations, or they have helped the people transferring from one to another. I'll tell you, that is called exchange. I'll tell you, one of the college, what they have done is 10 of their students, always they have taken the Swiggy. I mean, they have transported the food for 25 days for 10 families.
10 families.
Right? So that is called the outreach program. Yeah. One of the college, they have collected the money from the political leaders and they have given it to an hospital. They have arranged some hundreds of vaccinations, oxygen cylinders. That is outreach program, not just taking something to your own students.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, we had our college, a lot of students have missed in COVID.
Will one-day workshops not count, ma'am? Like one-day workshops on IPR? Will it count?
Actually, it should be for 5 days.
5 days.
One day you can try, but they will many a times they will not accept.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam, good evening,
In
madam.
case one publication
Madam,
is done by
we
two
are
persons, faculty members, will it be cited twice or once?
Yeah. One faculty.
If one publication is done by two faculty members, will it be cited twice or once?
If two faculty as the author and co-author.
Yes, ma'am.
To be cited two times.
Okay, ma'am.
Or because it is faculty based, but not if four faculty has done, say, then you will take only first two authors.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
As it gets dilute, you cannot use.
Madam,
Ma'am,
good evening,
could
madam.
you just
Madam,
please
we
give
have-
like
Ma'am,
few
but in
examples
NAAC
of faculty
calculation. Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
tell me, huh?
Yeah. In the NAAC calculation, if the two faculty are from the same college and we have listed the same paper with two authors, I think the NAAC has calculated it only once. If the authors are from the same college and they have written paper together.
If the same faculty has written two times in that year, the paper would have been calculated one time.
No,
Hello,
but
madam.
the two faculty from same college, it will get count. It should have been counted twice, right?
Yes.
But it has, I don't think so. And the same faculty has written suppose two papers in same journal, then
Same paper, same journal.
no. Same one faculty, but journal is same and written two papers, different papers.
In the same journal.
Yeah.
On the same dates.
Yeah, might be like the maybe conference proceedings. If the single faculty has written two papers in the same proceeding,
No,
then
one ISBN one time.
okay.
In
ma'am.
one ISBN, if in that one ISBN from the same college 10 faculties has been done, but then it will be counted as one time only because one ISBN one time.
Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am, you said
Clear?
about the conference proceedings. So that is counted in the book section or in the paper section? Like
Book
the
section. Book section.
Even though it is published in the journal of the specialty.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
Because
ma'am.
in that
Ma'am,
chapter.
for workshops in the virtual mode, the participants list we do not have. In that case, what is to be done?
Online, when you have done online, there will be a list which comes along with your registration.
No, but for all, if we do not in that case.
Hello, ma'am. I have one query regarding outreach activity.
Yeah.
If we are going in some college or some school for creating awareness, so can it be counted as outreach or not?
It is extension.
Okay.
Ma'am, if we have received any equipment on donation for research purpose, can it be counted?
Yes. Cost of that equipment.
Yeah. We have the cost of the bill of the equipment also. And the company which has donated, they has given us a letter that the organization that they have donated it to us.
They have donated you.
Yeah.
For
Madam,
research
good evening, madam.
purpose.
Will it be counted?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam, good evening, madam. I belong to autonomous college, ma'am.
Okay.
I have doubt in 3.7.1 and 3.7.2. 3.7.1, it is a number of collaboration activities during the year for research, faculty exchange, students exchange, like that, ma'am. 3.7.2, number of functional MOU with the institution, national, international, universities, like that. So what is the difference, ma'am? The first one is number of collaborative activity. Second one, number of functional MOU.
Yeah. See, first one, what you said, number of collaborative activities for research, faculty exchange, student exchange and all. Here you will be having an understanding with the industry or anybody to, exchange the faculty. For example, my college is having an MOU with other college for exchange of the faculty. Exchange of the faculty is like some one chapter or two chapters or one subject or any topic has to be taken by my college faculty for their college students.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? That is faculty exchange. Student exchange is students will come to your college to utilize your college lab, or your students will go to their college to utilize the facilities of the industry or the college for some period of time. Say for 10 days, you are sending the students to that company to do the practical work in that company, utilize their infrastructure, and then come back. That is exchange programs. This exchange can be for internship, this exchange can be for teaching, or this exchange can be for lab work, right? That collaborations, that is called collaboration. You have collaborated. For example, colleges has been collaborated with Wipro for some of the equipments which a college cannot purchase. Some colleges will collaborate with IISc because some of the experiments, life sciences experiments, will be done there only because college cannot afford such kind of equipments. That is called collaborations or collaborative activities, right? Whereas functional MOUs, now this MOUs is like you are having an MOU for like from long time I am discussing on MOU. Like you have an MOU, and to keep it functional, you are doing an activity under that particular MOU. This is the difference between these two.
Ma'am, for the collaboration, we need a MOU copy, ma'am. For collaboration.
For collaboration, it can be in the letterhead or it can be in the legal paper, but you should have that paper which says that you are collaborated with them for this particular purpose.
Okay,
Madam, I
ma'am.
want to ask one question about the 3.1.1 about the donations. So, okay, what about the equipments which are received by CSR for like medical college?
Huh?
So
then
can they?
you will be having the proper approval letters and all,
Yes,
that
yes,
this
yes.
equipment will be given to this institute.
Yes, yes,
The
ma'am. We are
cost of
having.
that particular equipment.
Yes, yes, ma'am. We are having.
Yeah, you can consider that as.
But ma'am, you said that the capping is 15 lakhs for 5 years. But our like
See,
in medical
that I said as per the benchmark is that much.
Okay, for the for the healthcare, the benchmark should be higher, but because the equipments are very costly.
No, you can give more than that. You give in crores.
Okay, okay.
Nothing.
And ma'am,
Ma'am, in internship,
And
can
ma'am-
we include this
and ma'am, one more question is there. Like we are from a medical college, so the doctors were posted in COVID for vaccination, for COVID care in the peripheral centers, apart from our hospital, like the field centers, the jumbo COVID facilities. So will that be considered in extension activities?
First of all, if you are a medical college, the SSR which we are discussing now is not for you.
Okay.
There is a different SSR for medical colleges where eighth criteria is there. In the eighth criteria, you are selecting which specific department and which specific functional thing you are doing in medical field. And the benchmarks and the SOPs of NAAC is completely different than this SSR. Don't understand this SSR is the same as that of your SSR. Please go through the NAAC website and download the SOPs for medical colleges. There is a separate SSR, there is separate SOP for that. So your extension activities, your collaborative activities, your other activities completely differ with the present SSR what I am discussing now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ma'am, I would like to make my understanding regarding these collaborative activities and MOU to clear to some extent from your side. What I think MOU can be where the two stakeholders they are getting mutually benefited, and collaboration where one of the, let us say, one rural college is there having no faculty or lesser faculty or lesser facility that can collaborate with the other institution to get those very deficit areas covered. So I think
You are
collaboration.
exactly right.
Okay, thank you so much.
You are exactly right.
Thank you.
Ma'am, where can we add a B.Ed internship in collaborative activities or within MOUs?
If you have collaboration, like just now sir was telling, no, if
Yes,
you have collaboration, you put under collaboration. If have an MOU, then you put under MOU. You just see what your papers say.
Ma'am, another question regarding MOUs only. If two universities have MOUs, then is it compulsory to make certain activities in every year for 5 years?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Madam,
Good
I'll
evening.
be taking another two questions and then
Madam,
we will go. Yeah.
Madam, we have one institution in Bangalore University, and the same name is institution in Bangalore University. Can we have an exchange program with this institutions?
Same name means I have.
For example, Nitte Degree College is there in Bangalore. Nitte Degree College is there in Mangalore also. But that is
Okay.
Mangalore University and this is Bangalore University. Can we have an exchange program, faculty exchange program?
You can have, but that comes under NITE. You mean, will it consider as your sister concern institute or it is a separate institute? Like, will it come under the group of NITE?
Madam, it's not, it's a group of institutions.
It's a group of institution, but it is a different place.
Yes, that is Mangalore University, and here we are in Bangalore University, under Bangalore City University.
Okay. If it is running in the same group, generally NAAC will not consider. They will consider that it is a college of same group. Means you can do number of things in the same group only.
Okay.
Right? That is better to avoid.
Madam, actually, we are doing Infosys CSR activity, ma'am, for our students. In this regard, every year we are getting mail from the Infosys, and one of the trainer from the Infosys coming to our college and taking classes for 15 days, ma'am. Can we consider it as a collaborative activity, ma'am?
Do you have that collaborative understanding between Infosys and you?
Mail communication only, ma'am.
No. You should have a proper letter between Infosys and you that we are collaborating with you for this and this purpose for so and so students, final year students, second year students, whatever.
Okay.
Then you can.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. I have a
yeah.
question. This is regarding 3.5.1. Actually, our college is an autonomous college, and we have one of the programs which is a diploma regarding QA QC. Now, it is not, affiliated to the university or not to the UGC, but we have a bigger percentage of students going for internships and other collaborative activities. Now, can we place it under 3.5.1?
Now, if you are showing those students in your program, only then you can add. If you are not showing,
we are not
if you
able
are
to
not
put it.
showing, then you cannot add them.
We cannot add them in 3.5.1 also.
No.
Okay, but
only the program students whom you are adding for the SSR, only those students you can add for this purpose also.
But like we are giving those diploma certificates from our college on our college.
Then you have to show that as a certification course. But that is for your program, if that is a separate program, and you are not adding that program into your SSR, like say you are running BCA program or you are running other programs, and this is a separate program not comes under your main course, then you cannot. That you have to see properly.
Okay, and one more question. Like if the college has provided seed grants of like 10,000, 20,000, do we have to show audited statements or like statement of expenditure, utilization?
Your
for
own
all?
institute, if giving
Yes.
a fund on research to you, that
Yes,
is not
yes.
considered as per the present SO.
Okay, so only
That will be considered as creating an ecosystem to motivate the faculty. Seed grant will be given.
Okay, so only DST, DBT, and all those government organizations is considered.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
This is the last question I'm taking.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Minimum period of internship for UG students?
15 days.
15 days.
15 to 20 days.
15 to 20 days. Okay, ma'am.
UG. It is UG, right?
Ma'am,
UG.
if faculty has been awarded under an MOU, then can that MOU be considered?
Faculty?
If any faculty qualification and all is such type of programs or any workshops are conducted under any MOU, then can that MOU be considered?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I have a question regarding 3.1. Our one of the student has received from AICTE a grant of rupees 2,50,000. Now, does it this grant which we have received for innovation comes in 3.1 or in criteria 6?
This comes in criteria 6 because that grant is for what?
Ma'am, he has received as a sponsorship from AICTE for innovation.
Okay. Any guide was there for that student?
Yeah, our entrepreneurship cell was the guide.
Okay. Entrepreneurship cell has
mentor her, the owner, the in charge of entrepreneurship cell was the guide for that person.
Okay. Is the report and all been submitted to
Yes.
AICTE?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything is there.
Okay. Then you can consider that in 3.1.1.
We can consider it.
Yeah.
And one more question. We have received grant from AIMS for doing a workshop on research. Now, this grant which we have received from AIMS, can it be considered in criteria 3 again in 3.1 or does it go to criteria 6?
Criteria. This is for workshops you have done.
Yeah, for FDP.
For FDP.
Yeah.
This will go for 6.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, one more question with regards to research paper. Ma'am, you said 10 research papers. Now, this 10 research papers per faculty for over the period of 5 years.
Yeah, on an average after the calculation.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. Shall we move on to the next? Here, these are the things which we require to understand when we are working on criteria 3. I will quickly go for criteria 4. Nothing much in criteria 4, but still we will look into. Is my criteria 4 is been seen here? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, if you look into criteria 4, there are 4 main things, that is physical facilities of your institution, library facilities and library resources, what you have, then IT infrastructure, then maintenance of the campus infrastructure. These are the 4 things which we consider. Now, coming towards the physical facilities, what all the different facilities we have, like your classrooms, laboratories, ICT facilities, cultural activities facilities, gymnasium, yoga center, such kind of things. Physically, what you will see. Now, how you document this? How do you show this? Here, functional photographs has to be taken with a geotag. What is meant by functional photograph with geotag here is, like, if you want to show this is your classroom, and in the classroom there is an ICT, it is an ICT enabled classroom, say you have the mics, you have camera in the class, and also you have the um, projector, right? Now, students in the class should be available, and the class is going, all this being under utilization, and you have to take a pic or a picture with a geotagging, where you see if you see the photo, it should look like it is live. It's not like, generally what we see is, classroom means clean classroom without students, only benches, these things will be there. Such kind of photos will not be considered easily. Here you have to take the photograph of the class, and it should show that yes, class is going on, and the utilization of all these things is under process. So such kind of photographs. And if you are showing, say, 10 classrooms, clearly mention classroom number 1, LH1, this, class 2 this, class 3 this. Then you make one particular word file, where you will be called as a main page, say classroom number 1, put the area of the classroom, and then you tell what all availabilities are there in that classroom, that it is having camera, it is having mics, it is having this one internet facility, like that. So all 14 classrooms, what all you have in that. So that main sheet you prepare, below that main sheet you put these photographs, and you say the uh, prepare the clickables on each particular class, so that they can see easily that thing. Okay, interlink the document there. Same for laboratories, same for cultural activities like your auditorium or whatever, gymnasium under work, yoga center under work. Such kind of photographs with a geotag, and this one will give a proper documentation for this question. Coming towards the expenditure, all these things, this is like, generally it should be 25 to 30%, and it has to match with your audited statement. Whatever the number you have given, it has to reflect in your audited statement. So it has to be seal signed by CA and then authenticated by the principal, and you have to give the number, and then you have to give the audited statement highlighting those things which has been given this particular number in your DVV. Now coming towards the library automated, if you have your ILMS system, you have a software, clear, clean screenshots of that ILMS, where the the link bar showing your college into that bar and the opening page, then enter inside the student login, faculty login, then opaque system. All this you are taking a proper pictures. Along with that, what all you have subscribed, what number of books you have, what is the amount you have spent on the books, subscription, what is the amount you have spent, journals, what is the amount you have spent, online journals is what, then physical journals is how much. All this you are going to put under this particular question, and you are giving the proper list and purchase orders along with the bills, and the amount what you are showing through the bill should match with your audited statement amount of the library. Then IT facilities, here again internet, your what is that, cameras, whatever the IT related things it is. When you are showing the bandwidth, take the speed of the internet connection and take the screenshot of that speed, showing that this speed is running in your college. Then along with that, the bills of the internet and the purchase orders of this internet connections. Student computer ratio, here you are showing the number of computers first, and then a list of computers with its MIC MAC ID. There will be one ID for the hard disk of that computer, or that IT person will understand that. So that list with that particular IDs, along with that stock register of the computers, that when you have purchased how much and the total stock is how much, how many computers has been installed where. Like you purchase 50 computers, out of that 10 has been installed in the BCL lab, 2 has been installed in office, 3 has been installed in other department. Like that, clear stock register showing all these things will give you the clear marks under this question. Expenditure incurred on maintenance, again 25 to 30% of the total expenditure is expected actually, as per the SOP, as per the benchmarks. Here again, whatever the number you are giving here, you have to highlight in your audited statement, and you have to attach that as the supporting documents for this question. Then here, as I said, I'm moving with area in square feet. Then the additional documents you can give here is engineering design, building safety and fire safety certificates. All that things, if you give for giving adequate infrastructure and you have a proper facility and its maintenance, you are going to score much here along with geotag photos. Here, as I said, the infrastructure, when you calculate, it should come to 25 to 30% is a good one. Now it is in the audited statement, whatever is there, you can give it. Then library, as I said, the amount which you have spent along with the bills. Then IT facilities, as I discussed, that whatever the facilities you have, be very, very clear what you are showing. Clear photos and pictures is very much necessary here, and also the proper presentation of that. I mean to say that you have the you have the basketball ground, you have indoor games facility, you have this. Properly make one sheet saying what is the square meter of that area, and then a geotag photo of that, and then your design of that, to say that what you are showing, present it well, whatever is there, with you with a proper linkings, with a proper thing, or else put all that things in your website, give each one as a link, say gym one link, sports, outdoor sports one link, indoor sports one link, like that properly you document it to score well here. Now I'm open for the questions. Nothing much to say in criteria 4, but I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yeah. Please.
Many a times what happens is like our college is in Mumbai and the biggest constraint is of place. So the thing is that we have our trust where more than 13 institutes are running in say 2 to 3 buildings. So in this case, we are sharing the campus, like the ground is common, then the seminar hall is common, learning center is common. So the thing is that if there are 3 to 4 colleges which are running on the same campus and we are sharing the infrastructure, actually the bills or the say expenditure is being taken care by the trust and the bills are not coming on our college name. So how to deal with this?
This is the major issue for many of the colleges which are running as a group of institution. There is no go, we have to lose it there. That's all. The thing is, see, one thing, it is very much must that the bills should be in the name of the college. Trust bill will not be considered. And if you don't have it, so it is straight away we have to understand that yes, I am not going to score here. There is no other go for this, because I also will face this. We are also running 5 different colleges in the same institute and we have common facilities. See, they cannot give me the football court for each college. That will be common for all 5 colleges. And whatever the sports thing they will purchase or they will do, that will be on the group or on the trust name. It is not for the single college. Right? So I cannot do anything. I should understand whatever I get, I may get 50% of the marks there. Then I should be okay for that.
But can we have some kind of policy or something like that which will show that the expenditures will be, incurred by the trust or something like that, or it won't work?
It will not work. I tried.
Okay.
It will not work. One thing is like if at all say you have purchased something, say computers, 100 computers been purchased by a trust. While installation in that purchased bill, while installation they will write company people installed 50 computers for this college, installed 30 computers for this college, like that. Then out of that 100, only 50 will be considered for your college if your college is being mentioned there.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, that madam. Way we can work out.
Good evening, madam. I have a question. If the expenditure statement is signed by the principal and the accountant, is it fine?
No, sir. It has to be seal signed by CA. Then attested by principal.
Okay.
It is not principal and accountant.
Ma'am, there is a question regarding clarification of program and courses. Will you answer that, ma'am?
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, in our syllabus, it is mentioned that under UG program, the first and second semester has the certificate course. They have written like certificate course and first and second semester. And for the third and fourth, including first and second, the diploma course. And with all the 6 semesters, it is degree course. Ma'am, we have confusion. Is it one course, one program or 3 programs?
From which college you are? Yes, it is affiliated.
Yeah, it is affiliated with Bundelkhand University, ma'am. It is under NEP, New Education Policy.
NEP, yeah. I understand. See, now NEP, you said no. It is as per NEP, what 3 things what they give, it is under one program.
Okay.
It is not 3 programs. Under one program, they will give certificates and then they will say this you have to do and optional subject you have to do, like that. Depending on state to state, it differs. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So you have to consider as per your affiliation copy. In your affiliation copy, they will give you have BA program, you have BCA program, your intake for BA is this much, BCA is this much, like that they give, no? And you have to consider that as the program, what is there in your affiliation. Don't go with your syllabus.
Okay,
ma'am, I have one more clarification. Madam, I have one more clarification. Our college is government college, and we don't have any provision for paying for CA. Okay, and a government is only taking care of everything. So in this situation, how to deal with this audited statement? Means like how to
how your yearly income expenditure sheet will be done, sir?
Yeah, that we have, but we don't have any provision to pay for CA. Government is looking after it. So how
then government will do any signature, or they will come and audit it, and during the audit will they put some signature or something?
Okay, that would be enough,
Income
madam.
expenditure audited sheet of income and expenditure of that year.
Okay, if government signs it, any
that is fine. Yes,
that is fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
that should
madam.
be attested by principal.
Ma'am, what?
Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a question, please.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, in our college, we have different accounts from which the expenditure is done. So providing the balance sheet of each account won't be possible because each account has a lot of, expenditures which come under different heads, not just infrastructure augmentation, but other heads also. Now, in that case, what we do is while filling our AQR every year, we take out the money spent, the amount spent on infrastructure augmentation from each account, and we prepare a separate list, and then we get it signed by the, as you said, by the CEO or by the principal. Now, will that be sufficient, or we have to show each and every account separately?
What is different account? I have not understood. Different account means
the college has different accounts, the bank accounts from which the expenditure is done.
No, why one college, why they have different accounts is my question. One college.
Because we have a different kind of courses, like vocational courses. So one is account is for vocational courses, and then we have other courses, and we receive grants like from the management or from the government. So it's not just one account the college that has out of which the expenditure is done.
Yeah, I got it. Now, what you are collecting from each account, and you are making one common sheet, right?
Yes,
where you are getting all these things. That sheet has to be seal signed by your CA.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
And then attest by principal.
The principal. Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am. I had a query.
Vishnu ji, आप बोलिए.
Ma'am, hello. Ma'am, in case of government college, suppose an internal audit is done by a higher authority, that is the government, and suppose they sign from their account section, then in that case, will it be okay?
Yes.
Except for CA, if we don't sign it from the CA.
Yes, it is okay because your government college and the higher up of the government people have done the signature, you can claim it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. I had a query. If the college has a ERP solution, which is cloud-based, can the library management software facility be availed under it itself, or that will not be considered?
No, it will be considered. If that ERP is having library as one separate section, and the librarian you are opted that, and your librarian is using that part from the ERP.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
So then
it
that
is
will be
considered.
considered.
Yes, yes.
Okay. We don't need to have a different ILMS for that, for the
No.
library man.
No.
Okay, ma'am.
What library related thing all has to go, like book issue, book given, OPAC, and all the books entry, all that should be possible from that. If that is there, yes, you can use it.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, second query I had regarding computer student ratio. So which computers are considered under that?
Computers which has been used only by the students, like the available computers in the lab, available computers in the language lab, available computers in library, digital library, all these computers where student is having an access.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, I
Ma'am,
have query
sorry
about
to
usage
interrupt.
of library.
Yes, Neha.
Yeah, it's regarding in continuation with the library. The thing is that in the previous manual, the library, there were the quantitative metrics, but in new manual, I think from Jan 23 or recently, the 20 marks are for qualitative
Yes.
metric. So the thing is that now we were keeping all the records as per the quantitative requirement. Now it has become a qualitative question. So how much data should be uploaded?
There is no change in the data. Same data will go. Only the thing is you don't have DVV, but you have to write about that in 500 words.
Okay,
That's
so only write up, and when the
only
committee
write
will
up,
visit, then
and
only
the
it will-
supporting documents as your extra document, you have to give the same documents.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Madam, I have query about usage of library.
Yes,
Madam,
Lokman Stick.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to know the usage of library, ma'am. Number of teacher and students using library per day. How to calculate it, ma'am?
30% of your total teachers and students. Say, for example, you have 100 students and 10 teachers. 110 is your total number. 30% of that.
Okay, ma'am.
For every day?
For every day, actually.
Ma'am, we are having more than 5,000 students on campus.
30% of that.
Ma'am, otherwise
It
can we
be
take any
online.
random 5 days?
It can be used online also, remember. If you have a subscriptions and you have an access, given an access ID to students to read the books or research papers through online books and all, if you ask your librarian, they can download the attendance, how many people have logged in per day. That also will be considered.
Ma'am, can we take randomly 5 days and can we sum up and make an average? Is it okay, ma'am?
Yes, it is 1 week average.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Working days.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, which type of expenditure are considered under physical facility and academic facility?
Physical facilities expenditure which you have done to provide the physical infrastructure to the student, which includes benches, which includes the LCD projectors, which includes computers, which includes what is that called as in even furnitures, fixtures. All these things are physical facilities. Academic facilities where you are giving like smart board, academic facility. Then you are giving what is that? Something I'm not getting in my mind.
Ma'am, library expenditure, lab maintenance, computer maintenance, stationery.
Computer maintenance, yes. All this is academic facilities.
Lab maintenance also?
Yes.
Okay.
Like you have taken chemicals purchase, all that regular lab life science if you are consumables.
Library expenditure also.
Library? No, library is a separate. No, lab. I'm telling lab. Lab consumables.
And library expenditure is the
library is a separate question.
Okay.
Library expenditure is a separate question.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Shall we stop?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, I'll take this as a last question. Yeah, Nisha.
Yes. My question is regarding the latest completed academic year. So suppose the assessment period for us, the last assessment period is 2022-23. And by the time we submit IIQA and SSR, we complete current academic year 23-24. So what should we use as the latest completed academic year?
23-24.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, under awards, can we consider the awards which are won by students?
Awards for criteria 3 is institutional. It is not individual. Students' awards will be considered in criteria 5.
Okay.
Ma'am, in case of printing stationery which is used for examination, can we consider it as an academic?
Academics, yes. Academics.
Yeah, so stationery can be considered, right?
Yes, for academics. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Ma'am, but research students do the research work, no, and they present elsewhere in university and all, and they are awarded. Can it be considered under research awards?
See, that is a award for a student. Okay. Here, if at all your college has been awarded as the best research college or for student research work, your college has been awarded. Like your 2-3 students or number of students continuously are working on this and getting awards, then institution will be awarded. That will be considered, not your student award. You can put that student award in criteria 5.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Yeah. Okay, then I think we have come to closure. Dipchandra.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, today we will conclude.
Yes, ma'am, we can conclude. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the session.
Yes. Thank you all.
Okay, ma'am, I'm ending the meeting for
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recording stop.